Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic, I guess you could say, that Yu-Gi-Oh players have been, I guess you could say, prophesizing, when will the game of Yu-Gi-Oh end? But before I get to that topic and discussing about that today, I just want to start off this video by saying that I want to apologize, guys, that I have not been doing videos outside as much like I have been doing for pretty much the majority of this year. The fact of the matter is, right now they are doing construction work down at my house, near my house, where I live right currently. And every time I go out there to try to do a video, it's too loud of a noise to ignore. And literally, every time I'm doing videos, I'm just like, there they go, starting again. I gotta stop. Even when I'm filming videos inside the house, you've probably even noticed you hear some background noise, and that's from them doing the construction work. And because I live so close to the water, sound travels a lot more, and it's more verbial, I guess you could say. You can hear a lot more clearly on water. So I apologize for you guys for that. But hopefully after they're done doing construction work, I can definitely go back out there and start doing videos. That is my plan, and that is my hope. But back onto today's topic, guys. So today, like I said, we'll be talking about when will the game of Yu-Gi-Oh end, and what may cause the game of Yu-Gi-Oh to come to an end. So what may cause the game of Yu-Gi-Oh to come to an end? Many players have said what will cause the game of Yu-Gi-Oh to end is power creep. Now, I'm not going to sit here and deny that power creep is not a thing in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. But I will say, and I'll leave talking about power creep more in depth probably to a later video at a different date, but people have been saying that for the past 10 years, that power creep is what is going to kill the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's been over a decade since I literally first heard that saying from people in general, just saying that is what is going to cause the game of Yu-Gi-Oh to end, is power creep. The game's going to get so powerful that it's just all going to come tumbling down. I don't know if that's actually true. If you had told me maybe in the infancy of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh 10 years ago, not even 10 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, I would say, that was going to be the downfall of Yu-Gi-Oh, I would have said yes. But I feel that each era in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh as it comes along, the Synchro era, the Exceed era, the Pendulum era, even you could say the better fusions that came out of GX compared to the original anime. As the game's gotten bigger and bigger, yes, it's power keeps getting more and more, but it doesn't. Konami's curbs it to some extent. Sometimes, yes, it runs rampant. Sometimes, yes, we know this. Dragon Rulers, Teledad, Dad Return. The list, the wind-up loop. I mean, the list goes on and on of times where we just get sick and tired of it. But I don't quite know anymore. I can't say for a fact if that is exactly what's going to kill the game nowadays. Now, people have firm beliefs in this, that this is exactly what is going to happen. And I'm not saying it won't, to some extent, be a key factor in the downfall of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm not saying, what I'm trying to say is I don't feel like it's going to be the overall de facto reason why the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes to an abrupt end. I don't feel that's going to be the reason. It may be a small part, but I feel that watching what Konami's done ever since Upper Deck screwed up what they did, they care, and I know we don't feel it sometimes, but they care more about this game, and they're looking for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh to have longevity. There's not many card games out there that have lasted over 12, 13 years now. There's Magic and Pokemon. There's the only two things that have lasted as long as Yu-Gi-Oh pretty much. Magic for many decades. But you get what I'm trying to say here. They want the game to last. It's a cash cow, and they want the game to last. I mean, look what they've been doing lately over the last 2 to 3 years, really. Fan service. It started with Blue Eyes, it started with Dark Magician, it started with Heroes, it's going to Red Eyes now, then we're having our own BLS ritual deck. I mean, this is all fan service. Tunes, the last 3 years, compared to the rest of Yu-Gi-Oh's history, they have just been giving fan service out the wazoo. Is it probably for the movie that's coming out? Yes, but it's also because they want this game to last. They want old school players to say, hey, I get to play these old cool decks that I wanted to play when I was little. So, and just have some fun with them. So they've been doing that a lot more recently, especially in the last year and a half. But it all began with the Blue Eye Structure deck, I feel like. Other things that people have said that is going to cause the downfall of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pretty much. Some people believe that it's going to be Konami. Pretty much. I think this is going to be the main reason. It's not making money anymore. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't make money anymore, then the game will die. Konami will stop making product, and that will be the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel that that's a scenario that could happen, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, the game's pretty healthy right now for the most part. Even though we complain about Necros, I mean, since Dragon Rulers, it's been pretty healthy the last 3 years, really, for the most part. It hasn't been gigantic craziness going on. But it usually always pops up eventually, and then we all complain about it, and then it goes back to being quiet for the most part. I mean, yes, you have your top tier decks, and everybody gets sick and tired of facing the same deck, yada yada yada, but it's not where it just breaks the game. Dragon Rulers, Teledad, Chaos Emperor Dragon. You know what I'm trying to go here with this. So, I think that could be a thing. I think another thing that could cause Yu-Gi-Oh! To finally end is the loss in popularity, which, in correlation with the fact that it will be losing money, will cause the death of the game. But the thing is, the matter is, I mean, I go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Panels and Yu-Gi-Oh! Things, and I'm going to just say this to you. I went to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Panel this year. There's a good chunk of players that just go to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Panels. Everywhere as I go now, college campuses and everything, there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, and as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are getting older, a lot of them are still playing the game. Granted, some players have stopped playing because they feel it's gotten too powerful, but if you're willing to just play for fun, you can have a lot more enjoyment in this game, and you're going to be in the game for a lot longer. I'm a perfect example of this. So those are some things I feel like could cause the downfall of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think that money, in combination with the loss of popularity, would be the downfall of Yu-Gi-Oh! Eventually, but it shows no signs of them doing that. Konami has something here that's unique. A card game that is doing well, is the #1 card game. I mean, I think, if I remember correctly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still more popular than Magic even. It has its own TV show that is still aired over here in the US and in Europe. It's got everything going for it. I mean, it's just like Pokemon. It's going to keep going. It doesn't matter if Ash Ketchum is the same trainer we see over and over again for 15 years and he never ages. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to be the same thing. It's going to keep going and going and going. And I feel that Konami, you know, when we first saw Pendulums, we say they're broken. I still think Pendulums to some extent are pretty dang good. But we haven't seen something where it just breaks the game yet. And the thing is, Konami's just been... Konami does bad things. Konami does good things at times, the Megatins, etc. But I think they have the best interest of this game at heart, and they want it to last. They want it to last however many years they want it to last. Some people have hypothesized, like in 2012 when they said the world was going to come to the end, 2013, excuse me, that after the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie comes out, that will be the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! The game will end shortly after that. I don't know if that's quite true. I don't want to believe that. I doubt that's going to happen, but that's something that I've heard and had people ask me before, and I don't think that's going to happen, but it's something to think about, I guess you could say. It's some food to chew on and think about. But yes, what do you think would be the ultimate downfall of Yu-Gi-Oh! And like I said, keep an open mind. I mean, there could be multiple possibilities. I mean, one possibility is, you know, we use the world ends, I guess you could say. I was trying to come up with a card name joke, like the end of the world. I was like, oh, what card names, you know, like it's kind of like the end of the world. And I couldn't think of them, like Doomsday or something. I can't remember. There's some weird cards like that. But yeah, I mean, you could say like the end of the world is what's going to call the end of, you know, for Yu-Gi-Oh! To end. Some people have said, you know, higher rarities and everything, but Konami is literally reprinting stuff more nowadays. People say they lose interest, but the thing is with Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, they lose interest and then they always come back. They always come back. It's like when you sign up for Yu-Gi-Oh! You're signing up for, you know, there's an unwritten contract between you and Konami to some extent. But sometimes that's actually a good thing and sometimes it can be a bad thing. Just views how you play the game. But tell me what you think, guys. What do you think would be the ultimate downfall of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And try to keep an open mind, like I said, and think of all the different possibilities. But till next time, guys, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling. Look forward to seeing your comments down below. Apologize, guys. Also, I haven't been responding to comments lately. I've been very busy. My school is starting up. I have a new job. Very, very busy. I'm hoping the red-eye support would just, the prices would drop a little bit, so I can buy some of the stuff. But yes, those are some hopes I have. So if you like this video, that gives me more money, so I can build the red-eye deck for you guys. So please keep that in mind. That's all I'm asking. Like the video. Take care, everybody. Stonewallkar, I'm out here till next time. Good luck dueling to all of you.